Have you ever felt that someone loves you deeply, but keeps the truth a closely guarded secret? As if the love is there, pulsing in every gesture, in every look, yet always hidden behind an excuse, a silence, or even a painful distance. Today, your angels want to reveal what lies behind that silence. And more than that, why this man, even though he loves you, believes that you deserve something, or someone better. You may not realize it, but the way you walk through the world, your generosity, your strength in the face of pain, your faith that refuses to fade, all of this creates a powerful contrast within him. He looks at you and sees light. A light so intense that, at times, it overshadows the dark corners he still carries inside. The truth, dear soul, is that this man does love you. But along with that love comes a devastating fear, the fear of not being enough for someone like you. Have you ever had the feeling that someone loves you, but is constantly hiding from it? As if it were right there, before your eyes, but he lacks the courage to admit it? He feels it. He knows it. But this feeling doesn't come free, it carries a weight. An internal conflict that he might not even fully understand. And do you know what's even more confusing about all this? It's that, even while loving you, he continues to pull away. There are days when he appears full of desire, closer, almost revealing what he feels. On other days, he disappears without explanation, changes his tone, becoming a shadow of what he seemed to be becoming. And you feel that, right? As if something is about to happen, but always blocked by some invisible barrier. And this barrier, according to the angels, has everything to do with him, not with you. It's as if he constantly questions everything internally. Like, how can I fully give myself to someone who is already so complete when I don't even understand myself yet? Or, can I really handle loving someone like this without messing everything up? These questions, which sometimes don't even reach his consciousness, end up creating walls between you two. They are insecurities he carries, and they didn't just arise yesterday. They are old stories, fragments of pain that he has never had the strength to confront honestly. This isn't about you being too much. It's about him still believing he is not enough. That he can't support what he feels. That he won't be able to hold on to this love without falling apart. And this puts him in a constant state of self-defense. So instead of opening up, he retreats. It's not a retreat because he doesn't care. It's a retreat because he cares so much that he freezes at the thought of making a mistake with you. But now, something in him is starting to give. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, but it is. You have been a presence that doesn't force but transforms. You don't demand, but you inspire. And he feels it. That's what's stirring him up. You have stirred something different within him. It wasn't just a mere like. It was a recognition. He feels that you see parts of him that no one has ever seen. That you even understand his silences. And this is so rare, so out of the ordinary, that it leaves him feeling unsettled. Because it's exactly the kind of connection he has always wanted, but never thought he could have. And then comes the desire to improve. Not because you demand it, but because you inspire it. Because you show with your way of being, that love is also about care, presence, and partnership. And he wants that. He wants to be a better man, not to deserve you, but to be able to walk alongside you without sabotaging himself. Gradually, he is reconsidering what he thought he knew about love. About commitment. About deserving to be happy. He realizes that he doesn't need to be perfect, but he does need to be willing. And you, with all your clarity, are showing that true love doesn't require perfection. It requires honesty. And even though he can't say all of this out loud yet, he feels it. And that's why actions speak louder than words. Sometimes it comes in the form of a message out of the blue, other times in a lingering glance, in an effort to get closer even without knowing how. And you feel it, even if he tries to hide it. But maybe the most important thing here is for you to remember one thing. This love is beautiful, yes. But it cannot be an infinite waiting game. You have every right to want to be loved now, with presence, emotional maturity, and commitment. Because you already do that. You already love wholeheartedly. and you deserve nothing less than that in return. Whether he will manage to go through this process, no one can promise. But the angels show that the path is being opened, that the barriers within him are gradually dissolving. And the love he feels for you is not fading away. On the contrary, it's growing. But this growth requires courage. The courage to face oneself, to embrace feelings, to not run away from what is felt. And this, beautiful soul, is something only he can decide. In the meantime, you stand strong. Because your worth does not depend on anyone's decision. You are valuable for who you are, for how you love, for how you transform the lives of those who cross your path. And if he can look at himself honestly, he will realize that he already has everything he needs to truly love you. Not a love full of what-ifs, but a love that chooses to stay, even with fear. Because that's how great loves are born, in the daily choice to be present, despite all imperfections. So, keep being who you are, with your calm, your strength, your sweetness. Because this love, if it's meant to be, will arrive whole. And it will come because you have never stopped being you. And the angels whisper, he will still tell you this. He will still look into your eyes, with a trembling voice and an open heart, and confess, I love you. I've always loved you. But for a long time, I thought you deserved someone better. At this moment, all you need to do is listen with your heart. Because even though he took a while to understand, the angels have known from the very beginning, you and he were brought into each other's paths for a divine reason. And now, that reason is beginning to unfold. Believe me, what he feels for you goes beyond passion, desire, or need. It is something rare, profound, a soul connection. But like any true connection, it requires courage. Courage to face one's own ghosts. Courage to feel worthy. Courage to surrender, even when trembling. And that's where you come in, with your light, your patience, your unwavering faith. You are the safe space where he can learn to love, and to truly love himself. Now, dear soul, the angels ask, allow yourself to believe in this love. Even when it seems confusing. Even when fear speaks louder. Because sometimes, the heart loves so much, that it prefers to remain silent out of fear of making a mistake. But that silence is about to be broken. The signs are aligning. The resistances are dissolving. And love, that love that seemed impossible, is finding a way to blossom. Before we go on, take a deep breath. Close your eyes for a moment. And ask yourself, am I ready to receive the love I've always wanted? If the answer is yes, then write, I accept this true love. Because when you declare to the universe that you're ready, the angels will act even more strongly. They are already preparing the paths. And what lies ahead is more beautiful than any story you have ever lived. This man, dear soul, is learning that love isn't about worthiness, it's about surrendering. And you are the master of this lesson, even without knowing it. But keep in mind, this doesn't mean you should wait forever. The angels are clear when they say that your love is a gift, not a sentence. You're not here to save anyone. You're here to love genuinely, and to be loved back with the same intensity. So while this man travels his path of self-discovery and courage, you also have a mission: strengthen your own light. Remind yourself every day of your worth. And understand that, with or without him, you are whole. Because it's exactly that wholeness that attracts him, transforms him, and challenges him. Yes, you unsettle him. Your presence makes him question everything he believed about relationships. You don't play games. You don't demand attention through manipulation. You don't beg for love. You love with freedom. And that, for someone used to relationships based on control and fear, is both terrifying and at the same time irresistible. The angels show that he is starting to understand that the love he feels for you is the key to his own healing. And even though he still hesitates, he can no longer deny it. He thinks about you more times than he would like to admit. He becomes emotional when remembering simple details. And in the quiet nights, he talks to God asking for clarity, asking for courage not to lose you. Perhaps you have already noticed signs, a message sent and then deleted, a lingering glance, an unexpectedly affectionate gesture, followed by a sudden withdrawal. All of this reflects the internal conflict he's experiencing, the heart that cries out for you, and the mind that whispers she deserves more. But there's something he still hasn't fully understood. You're not waiting for a perfect man. You're ready to love truly, with all the flaws, with all the uncertainties, as long as he comes with honesty, presence, and the desire to walk by your side. That's what sets your love apart. It doesn't require masks. It embraces. It transforms. It illuminates. And that's why he's going to come back. The angels show that a moment is approaching. A meeting. It may be planned or completely unexpected. But in that moment, he will feel as if time stands still. The words he never had the courage to say will begin to rise to the surface. And the fear that held him back will start to lose its grip. You'll see it in his eyes. You'll feel it in the tone of his voice, in the way he calls you by name. It will be as if he has finally allowed himself to see everything you've always been to him. And then he will say, "I know I took my time, but you have always been my home." In that moment, dear soul, you will understand why everything had to unfold this way. Why the delays? Why the doubts? And more importantly, why your heart never stopped believing. Now listen closely. The angels are asking you to start preparing yourself. Prepare your heart, your body, your soul. This preparation isn't to wait for someone, but to welcome what is rightfully yours, a love that honors, respects, and walks side by side. You can feel it coming. Like a gentle breeze before the rain. Like dawn before the light of the sun. Like the silence before a truth is spoken. And it is coming. That truth he has repressed for so long, but now wishes to shout to the four winds. The truth that says, "I love you, and I don't want to run away anymore." Dear soul, when that moment arrives, remember, you didn't win him over through effort. It was your essence that did that. Your truth. Your light. Your self-love. And now more than ever, the angels ask, trust. Your story is still being written. And the next chapter will be the most beautiful one yet. As this new chapter approaches, the angels continue to guide you with tenderness and wisdom. They know of the nights you cried in silence, questioning if you were enough, if it was worth continuing to believe. And now they whisper, yes, dear soul. It was worth every second. Not because you depend on this love, but because it is revealing the magnificent woman you are. You are the kind of woman who touches souls, who transforms people's lives without even realizing it. And that's exactly what happened to him. You became a mirror. And in the reflection of your light, he had no choice but to look at his own shadows. And this challenged him more than anything else. Because loving you also means facing oneself, with all the truth, all the pain, and all the vulnerability. He still doesn't know exactly what the path will look like. But one thing is certain, he wants to walk that path with you. And maybe, at this very moment, he's planning something. A reunion. An unexpected message. A sincere and liberating conversation. The angels show that there is a very strong energetic movement around you both. Signs, dreams, synchronicities, all pointing in one direction. You two are being drawn toward a reconnection that will be more genuine than anything experienced so far. And when that moment arrives, beautiful soul, it's important that you're ready. Ready to receive, but also to stand your ground. Because true love doesn't come to fill voids. It comes to overflow. And you are no longer in a place of waiting. You are in a place of choice. You can choose to embrace this love if it comes with honesty. Or you can choose to move forward, head held high, knowing that the one who lost was him. But the angels whisper that he won't let that happen again. Because he's tired of running from himself. And you, with your serene presence, are becoming the beacon that guides him back. Not because you begged, but because you remained yourself, strong, sensitive, beautiful, whole. And now, precious soul, it's time to open up to the new. Even if this new is a reunion with what was always yours. It's time to say yes to the love you've always known you deserved. A love without masks. Without games. Without halves. The angels ask that, before you finish this message, you take a small gesture of faith. Place your hand over your heart. Take a deep breath. And say to yourself quietly, I am worthy of true love. I choose to be loved by those who see my soul. If you felt that resonate within you, then this is the sign. The sign that the universe is ready to deliver. And if you've made it this far, it's because you've been preparing for a long time. Perhaps without even realizing it. But your soul always knew. It always knew that this love existed. And that it was healing, finding itself, growing stronger. To finally find you. And when it arrives, no longer making excuses but being present, may you be so connected to your essence that you can say, I didn't need to search for you. I just needed to keep being me. And that's what makes all the difference. From now on, allow yourself to live with an open heart. Because the love that comes to you is worthy of everything that you are.